right, guys, this is take 12, 13, something. I don't know. So you already clicked this link, but you have the document. The document's the most important part. So make sure that you read over that, but I'll give you a little bit more detail on some of the pieces. So you guys are living in an unprecedented, that's the word. Unprecedented moment in history right now. Today, tomorrow, the days that are going to follow are going to be captured in history books. And someday, you're going to share stories with your children, your grandchildren about living through this time. Because these days are historical, it's critical that we don't let these events pass without capturing how they affect you, your family, your school, your community. So since you guys are going to be schooling from home, I'm going to describe the daily assigned work to be done in the classroom. There are 3 parts, and they're listed in order of importance. So here are the daily writing and reading requirements. So you're going to be asked to write 2 pages or more a day in your writer's notebook. Use your interactive notebook if you don't have a separate notebook, but you're going to capture your thoughts, your questions, your comments, your concerns about the events that are unfolding. I want you to capture this history, your history, any way you'd like. Below are some suggestions that are on the page about your daily writing. So some possibilities that you want to do or can use. Capture how this virus has disrupted your school year, sporting events, concerts, assemblies, dances. Discuss how your daily life has been disrupted. Share the effect it's had on your friends and family. As we go into more social isolation, maybe you write reviews of movies that you've seen, television shows, series that you've watched on Netflix, or whatever the case may be. But what you're going to do is you're going to take these seeds and respond to them. A seed is any article, a broadcast, a TED Talk, a tweet, a photograph, a podcast, Instagram, political cartoon, TikTok video, anything that spurs some thinking about the crisis. It's kind of like when I give you guys a prompt and then you write about it, but these are prompts that you are going to find on your own. Anything that you think is worthy to write about. But if you have trouble getting started, you can use any of the ones that I list on the page that's called Seeds to Get You Growing. I did a lot of them that I tried to pull from people who may be interested in gaming, maybe interested in social media, maybe interested in hip hop, so that everybody could find a seed that would help them to grow. As the crisis unfolds, you'll be easily able to find new seeds that encourage reflection. The story changes every day, but don't depend on me to do your thinking for you. Find seeds worthy of writing and thinking about. The main thing that I want you to do is be creative, though. Write across genres, poetry, dialogue, capturing conversation between people, description. Zoom in on a moment that you experience. Maybe you discuss songs that capture these events for you. Find and respond to charts and graphs we're thinking about, or perhaps you'd like to make a scrapbook. And if you want to do that, or create a blog, or create a video log, you can do that. That's not a problem. I want you to be as creative as possible. One thing that you might do, though, is you might want to think about how other people have cataloged their experiences in similar or other trying times. Of course, the most famous of which would be the Diary of Anne Frank. So you might look at how she cataloged her life within the Holocaust. Again, be as creative as you can as you decide your best choice to chronicle your thinking. What's the best way to capture this historical moment? You decide. Be creative. I think I said that enough times. So make sure that you do exactly that. So here's the part that you're probably going to rewind because you're not sure that you actually heard me, but you will have heard me correctly. Your daily writing will not be graded. Yes, you heard that right. It will not even be read by anyone but me. Unless you grant specific permission, nobody else is going to see this. You will be given points on a credit or no credit basis. It's basically whether or not you did it. So in other words, I want you to take the time to take risks because you don't have to worry about the content. Be honest. Try to create writing that you would be interested in rereading years and years from now. Chronicle your thinking as we navigate these uncertain days and weeks ahead. And if you don't have your notebook at home, write about it on loose paper or create a Google Doc. I said 2 pages. That's 2 pages in your notebook. On a regular Google Doc page, it's about a page. That said, if the remote learning is extended, we'll create a digital space where we can actually begin to upload these and share these and comment on other people. And each day, as usual, I'll write alongside you. And once we begin, I'll start posting my daily drafts so that we can generate some conversations about what's going on. Part 2, daily reading. Find a book to read. You should have checked out books when I took you guys to the library before we left for break, but choose any book that interests you, your choice. You're asked to read this book for 30 minutes or more every school day. You're asked to time your reading every day, figure out exactly how much you read and where you read. So you're going to track it. The document has a template. You need the date, you need the book that you read, the pages that you read, and the time that you spent reading. If you are reading 45 minutes, an hour and a half, that's up to you, but the goal is to spend at least 30 minutes of reading. Now, I know that you may be in a household where people are dancing TikTok videos and where people are making fun and they're laughing and they're joking, or you got dogs running around and barking, and it's really hard for you to concentrate. But if you tell your parents that you are required to read for 30 minutes uninhibited every single day, they will find time to make sure that everything is quiet for you to do that. So the goal is 30 minutes. If you can do an hour, if you can do an hour and a half, that's great. Here is the bonus. I am not going to check. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust that you read, and the only thing that I'm going to do is at the end of the week, I will ask you to summarize what it is that you read that week. So if things like that happen and it interrupts your reading, I want you to make sure that you find something quiet or put somebody out of your room, make them go away, or whatever it is that you have to do. So if you don't have a book, though, you can download one for free from our library system. So go to irvingisd.net/Houston Library. I've also included a document from Ms. Crawford, who has given us 4 different ways for you to download ebooks. Through Sora, through Follett, through Access 360, and then there's one other one. But there is no reason for you not to have a book. There's no excuse for you not to have a book. You will have access to them. Part 3, I saved the best for last. You know it's Achieve 3000. Yay. So we're not going to neglect Achieve 3000. That's the district requirement. You are going to complete 1 full lesson, and that is 3 times a week. So it will be a total of 5 in the 2-week period that we have. I will load that lesson into into Achieve 3000. You will do the Achieve 3000 lesson. That's beginning tomorrow, Wednesday, the 25th. You do not need to use your interactive notebook to take notes unless you want or need to. You do not need to screenshot or upload your completed assignment. I now have the ability to check whether or not you've done it, so that is the way that I will gauge whether or not you've done your Achieve 3000 lesson. So those are the 3 parts. Now, we're not going to see each other for a while, at least until April 6th. We're going to combat the social distancing by remaining connected to each other. There's strength in community. There is strength that will put us through this event. This is going to pass. So don't let these days elapse without capturing your thinking, your experiencing. Capture your history in real time. If you have any questions, if you are unsure about something, I am working 8 to 4. If you send me an email in the time between 8 and 4, I'll answer it that day. If you send it after hours, I will answer it the very next day. But there is no reason for you to not be able to get the things done that we're looking to get done. And I look forward to seeing you guys on April 6th. That being said, have a great day, and I will see you when I see you. So these 2 are the reasons that I could not get through this the first time. No, stop it. So you have to be good. I have to do this video. So stop, okay? Thank you. Nose. Bye. You go too. Bye. Hair everywhere. You know what?